Okay, OBS is reporting good upload quality once again. Sorry about that. Our my computer froze and then crashed, so we lost that stream. I'm gonna start us over. Oh well, now Twitch is reporting bad bitrate, but OBS is reporting good upload. What's going on here? We're just gonna refresh Twitch real quick. So we got that crash. I'm going to go ahead and start over. We only just barely started. We walked over to the south end of Varrock from where we were last stream. And I'm going to end up... I think I'm going to delete or maybe unlist that earlier, I guess, false start to a stream. Anyway, so hello everyone and welcome again to another bonus stream. I'm your host, the world-famous Artisan. This is a unusual stream at an unusual time playing an unusual game. Normally I do like retro games. Right now my main game that I'm playing through is Evolution: The World of Sacred Device on Dreamcast. So if you don't want to miss out on that, go ahead and hit the follow button so that when I normally stream. Yeah, so that's the main thing we got going on. Right now what we're doing tonight is we're playing more of my alcohol-locked Ultimate Iron Man on old school RuneScape, Beer Haver. In addition to being an Ultimate Iron Man, we have a couple more restrictions. Let's go ahead and get this guy opened up. Oh, right. We're coming around to the sewer, not the southern end of Varrock. But anyway, same difference. In addition to being an Ultimate Iron Man, which means that we cannot use the bank, we cannot trade with other players, we cannot even receive any kind of support from other players. If someone hits a monster that we're attacking, then we lose all access to any kind of loot that monster might drop. If we die, we don't get to use Death's Coffer. All of our stuff drops onto the ground and will be deleted after 1 hour if we don't come back and retrieve it. In addition to all that, we also have 2 rules to consider. The first rule being that we... Actually, I think... Zoom out here. 2 rules. The first rule being that we may only consume alcohol and kebabs. The reason why we can do kebabs in addition to alcohol is because the drunken dwarf will sometimes appear. He'll give us a free beer and a free kebab. If we drink the beer and throw the kebab on the ground, it would be terribly, terribly rude of us to do. So we eat the kebab out of politeness. The second rule is that everything is beer money. Everything must inevitably be converted, transformed, or become beer in some way or another. We can transform things to gain value so that we end up being the thing becomes more beer money. That's okay, but it can never become less beer money. So if we pick up a bronze pickaxe off the ground, that bronze pickaxe, that's beer money. And we cannot equip it or use it to mine any ore because that would take it from being new to being used, which is less valuable. I know the game doesn't recognize the difference between new and used. However, we recognize it, so we're going to be respectful of that. Now, in order to make sure the game is not entirely unplayable, there are 4 exceptions. The first exception is that all rewards from quests are not beer money. The second except for money. The second exception is that the rewards from minigames are also not beer money unless the reward is money. The third exception is that the rewards from combat are not beer money unless they're money. And the fourth and final exception is, excuse me, sorry, minigame rewards, or not minigame, sorry, we already said minigame rewards. It's distractions and diversions. When random stuff pops up and we get Rick Turpentine, he gives us an uncut sapphire. That is not beer money. That's ours to do what we will with. So that covers the basis. I think that catches us up to what we were talking about a little bit ago. Oh, right. So last stream, a viewer, a keen-eyed viewer, or I guess keen-minded viewer, recognized that, or asked me if it's hard to play with all the black in the game being keyed out so that you can kind of see my camera behind it. Hello? And I said, no, it's not hard at all because I'm not actually seeing any of that. That's just a visual effect that I think is fun to watch. And so that's all it's ever been. But I realized that maybe it would be fun to play as well. So between that stream and this stream, I've reorganized my setup. Excuse me. So that I can see the effect, or I'm playing with the effect. So effectively, normally I would have up here my big screen, the TV, would have my game client maximized on it, and then my little screen down below, my laptop, would have OBS open so that I can see the live feed. I'd have access to my chat. And actually, on the note of chat, I need to get my pop-out chat for YouTube pulled back up again. Let's get that organized. Boom there, that to there. There we go. Jump back over to Twitch. Now I can see all my chats once again. So I can see my chats in the top left, like 1/3 of the screen. I have the game client open, so my mouse is down there doing the work, but I'm looking up here at my game client up here, and now I'm playing with all these effects. There's a very slight delay in my mouse movement, so it's a little bit trippy to play, but I think I can get used to this. Yeah, so that catches us up. What is our goal for today? Our goal is to... Wow, these are actually much higher level than I thought. We're actually hoping to run into the level 25 skeletons somewhere and maybe fighting them, because they have a chance to drop a iron scimitar, which in free to play is one of our only better weapons that we can get, or weapons at all that we can get actually. So we are looking for the level 25 armed skeletons. Ooh, okay, we are not in a good spot here at all. Let's heal up real quick. There we go, there's 25, and it looks like he's got weapons. He's also got weapons and is level 25. This is a multi-combat area, so we gotta be careful here. Please? Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. That's right, we have to right-click to attack these because of my settings. Oh, and never mind. We're out of here. Goodbye. This is not good. Nope, and we're dead. Shoot. Well, that's our first death. So let's go this way. Yeah, I should have realized that was a bad idea. We are combat level 11. I was thinking, like, that's only like 14 levels apart. That's fine. Not realizing that I'm doing main math, you know. Huge level over there. I don't know. I don't remember my main's level at the top of my head anymore. I played my prayer maxing Ultimate Iron Man so much that it's kind of my UIM, my off-stream UIM is my main at this point. Oh well. We'll get back there. We have an hour to get all our stuff back, so I think what we're probably going to do is run in, grab everything that we can, run out, heal up, and then go back in. And actually, no, right, because we need money to buy wine. So the main thing we want to pick up off the ground, right, I'm free to play now. The main thing we hope to get off the ground is our money, because then we can take that money over to Draenor Village and buy some jugs of wine. And healing 11 off of those, that's going to be the difference that's going to keep us alive. Neat Cass, I believe you're the one that brought up last night about is it hard for me to play with all the keying as it is? And I'm happy to say that I have rearranged my setup so that I am now actually playing with the keying. I've got it set up so that down below on my laptop I've got the game client and the chats and everything, so that's like normal, and I got my mouse is down there doing stuff, but I got my OBS screen set up across my big screen, so now I can watch my big screen and see my mouse on there, and it's a little bit trippy. I've got like the main thing that I'm noticing is there's like a slight delay, very, very slight delay in the mouse doing things between my hand and my mouse, and that's the thing that's tripping me up some. Go. Oh, we're out of run. That's going to be a problem. So there is a safe spot nearby. We're going to stop there and take a moment to regen some HP. And then we're going to run in and grab a bunch of our crud. Hopefully, oh cool, hopefully the delay won't be too bad. Yeah, I think I can get used to this. I'm gonna go here. This seems a safe enough spot. Does that does bring him up. That's not good. Oh, he's caught that way. That's okay. Okay, so it's like just over there in the background. We're going to take a moment here, let this Renergy regen. I also want to double check ranged real quick. So I've already looked through bows. We can't do bows. Yeah, Throne is going to be members only. There are 2 crossbows in free-to-play that we can actually use. Members. Okay, so this, I think this seals it. As far as doing ranged on this account, there are only 2 options that we have. Actually, there's literally only 1 option that we have, but that's going to be crossbow. There are 2 crossbows in free-to-play. We have the base crossbow, or just crossbow, and we have the Phoenix crossbow. Now, the base crossbow can only be purchased from shops, so on our account, that's out. That means we only have 1 crossbow that's available to us. The Phoenix crossbow. And to get that, we have to do Shield of Arav. Now, there are the 2 options of Shield of Arav are to go to Phoenix Gang or the Black Arms Gang. And we can't do Phoenix Gang because we have to pay 20 gold to the fur trader in order to join that gang. So that's off the table. We must go Black Arm Gang, which sucks because if we went Phoenix Gang, we could get the weapon storeroom key, and we would have access to the Phoenix crossbow forever. Whenever we decide to finish the quest, we would always be able to come back, I believe, get another key. I'd have to double check that, but as long as we don't get rid of the key, we can always come back and get another Phoenix crossbow. But as Black Arms Gang, which again is our only option, once we complete the quest, or even before then, once we turn in the crossbows to the quest leader, yeah, it is equipable. It is, I believe, less good than the base crossbow, so no one uses it. But once we turn them into our Black Arms Gang boss, then we no longer are able to get the weapon storeroom key from a Phoenix Gang member, which means that will no longer be accessible to us. So in free-to-play, our literal only option is to partially progress the Shield of Arav quest, get the Phoenix crossbow, and then don't turn it in until we're ready to go members. So I'm thinking that the very final thing we'll do on this account is finish Shield of Arav, and that's not even like that we have, like, it's just so that we have access to ranged that whole time. I don't know if we're even really gonna use ranged. Now, the other thing that I wanted to bring up, the reason that I'm coming down here is I wanted to get a weapon for this account, and I was thinking the Iron Scimitar is a good way to go, because it's a level 1 attack is all it requires. We can never go below level 1 attack, so we'll never, not be able to use it. And what I would like is Warhammers. There's no free-to-play way for us to get it that fits one of the 4 exceptions. We could buy one. Actually, we could make one, theoretically. Maybe. Let's check. We're going to go Iron. We're going to look for the Warhammer. 3 bars. It's not... So actually, we could make an Iron Warhammer. If we can source the smithing stuff to get it. So what would we have to do there? We can kill dwarves for ores, and then those ores would be combat rewards, which means we can do anything we want with them. At that point, we can then smith them into bars. We can source a hammer from imps, and then we can use that to turn the bars into things to gain smithing levels, and eventually make an Iron Warhammer. We could also, if there's a way for us to get a pickaxe through combat or some other accepted, exception means, we could use that to mine ore, as long as that ore, whatever, if we can upvalue it to get the smithing experience, as long as whatever we make is eventually, beer money? Eventually becomes beer money. So I guess we could go into Warhammers if we want to invest the time at... Ooh, surprise exam. Yes, please. Ah, it's you, Beer Haver. You've been slacking in your studies, so it's time for an exam. These are two types. Oh, there are two types of questions. One type requires you to find the next object in a pattern. In the second type, I will present you with 15 cards and a hint. Discover 3 cards related to the hint, select them, and confirm. Pick the object that should come next in the pattern. Okay, looks like fishing stuff, so we're gonna go with the only other fishing thing. Dehydrated. So maybe drinks? Yeah, there we go. Yar, 'tis a fine puzzle for landlubbers. So it's gonna be pirate things. Okay, and then as always, I take the Gothic store. Not actually a Gothic store, it's just green. Now for the tome, what can we use that on? Like, not a whole lot. Oh, it will let us use it on smithing. Is there any value in us doing that? I feel like maybe prayer is the more important thing for us to do. What were you thinking? Cooking? Actually, cooking's kind of big. I think I'm gonna throw in cooking. This might not be the best option. I'll have to think about this off stream, which skill I most want to put stuff in, but we're gonna go cooking. 30 cooking experience. Alright. That way, when we get to, I believe, 35 cooking, it's gonna be a long ways off. We can make our own wine, so that'll be exciting. 100 run XP? Or not run points. And we're full HP, so I think we're gonna run over and grab our stuff as quick as we can. Oh, no, it's a couple more rooms ahead. Step in and close the door behind us. I believe... Yeah, that's all our stuff right over there. And double check. Yeah, these are right click to attack monsters, so we can just run up and spam click. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Oh god, we took damage. Oh, this isn't good. Where's our beer? There we go. There's some beer. We can drink that. Stay healthy. Okay, 2 attackers. We gotta get out of here. Are we safe here? No, 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 no. Close that door. Close the door. Oh, scary. Okay, let's drop those. Start re-equipping some stuff. Re-equip that. We're gonna put our money down here. Spare one of those. Spare one of those. Let's throw our runes down here. Still contemplating what I'm doing with all this crud. That's an important item. Okay, and I believe we can see our pile here. Tinderbox, jug, and bronze bolts. I'm not married to the jug. I'm not married to the tinderbox. We can get another tinderbox from imps relatively easily, I think. The bronze bolts seem to be pretty rare for us, and if we are ever going to get the Phoenix crossbow, the bronze bolts are the only munition that we can use with that. Come on, come on, come on. Go, 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 go. Oh god. Oh. Okay, let's try to home teleport. Hopefully... No, 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 no. Ah, dang it. Oh, this is not good. At the very least, if we die, we'll have gotten our stuff closer to the exit. Okay, come around here. Oh, okay. I think we're safe again. Try again on that home teleport. Move that a little so that I can see better. Okay. Oh, and we're out. Okay. Oh, another fun fact that most people don't know is you can actually get free beer. So if you're looking around and you want to find barrels that have this tap on them. So now, since this is one that has a tap, I can just use empty beer glasses and I will have infinite free beer. There we go. I don't think there's one in here. Normal barrel, those are normal barrels. Normal barrel. Yeah, none in here. They're not super common, the ones that have taps on them. But all of the ones with taps on them I have found you get free beer from. Yeah. Okay, so we've confirmed that going for the iron scimitar is no good. Maybe we go fight goblins for a little bit, hoping to get some kind of weapon for us. Because I want to go do Mistlin Mystery. We're also pretty low on HP. So actually what I'm going to do is we're going to heal up real quick. And then get some more refills. So we're hoping for any kind of bronze or iron weapon. All of those require one attack. Okay. Actually, I'm going to open up the wiki real quick while this fight goes on. We're checking their loot table. What did we get here? That back up. Energy potion, what? In free to play? Well, energy potions are not alcoholic, so we'd have to sell this. And it sells for a good amount. Okay, so yeah, looks like drop table 1. Most level 2 and level 13 goblins. Several level 2 goblins use the second drop table instead. See below. The following drop rates are provided by jackets unless otherwise specified. Oh, oops, I'm clicking on the wrong screen. I'm sorry. There we go. We'll take the coins and the bones. Get another fight going. I'll scroll through what all we can get from here. We can get bronze bolts, so that's interesting. Energy potions. We can get more beer. Tin ore, possibly. If we hit a drop table 2. But no copper, so that's not really super useful to us. I'm gonna jump back so I can see all the chats. Uh-oh, what's all this? Yo, bro, just want to show you some real love for your stream because you're genuinely got crazy potential. Oh, this sounds like a bot. If you're not a bot, tell me you're not a bot. And I'd love to connect you with a top Twitch streamer who pulls thousands of live viewers. This is a bot. 100% this is a bot. I'm done. I'm not reading this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and spam chat for a second to get that off screen. Oh, wait. Sorry. No, this setup doesn't have chat on screen. Never mind. Sorry, I don't have to spam chat. Normally, on my normal streams, I have, across the bottom, I have the thing. Sorry. Uselessly spamming chat. I am going to now report this guy, though. We'll take a moment to do that. Report. Scams. Next. Scams. Trying to steal my Discord info. Submit report. And block. Close. Bye-bye. Okay. Where were we at? Right. Bones. So literally any weapon, and I will be happy. yeah, so those are the goals tonight. We want a weapon. We want to get one quest done. We're looking at Mistlin Mystery. I was thinking a Shield of Arav, but what I was talking about earlier, how partway through the quest we will have access to the Phoenix crossbow, but if we finish the quest we'll lose that access. So I don't want to finish that quest tonight. I'm actually reluctant to start the quest tonight. I'm going to put it off until I want to do range training or have some other reason to finish the quest. So this energy potion is beer money, so we can't use it. Bones. And actually, I'm going to put it over there so that I'm less likely to misclick it. Wow. Nice. Take the energy potion. And what we're going to do is going to use the energy potion on the other one to upcycle it. Upcycle the two doses into 4 doses. We're going to examine the vial. Notice that we're not going to be able to sell it for anything, therefore we're just going to drop it. Training bow? Yeah. The training bow would be received from an NPC, and that doesn't count as any of our exceptions. It's not, you know, I'm not going into combat with them. I'm not, it's not a quest reward. I'm not doing combat with them. It's not a mini game, and it's not distraction diversion. Which actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, getting it from an NPC being not exempted would, if I do rune mysteries, I think I have to either sell or drop the free air talisman I get from Duke Horatio. I would have to then go and kill monsters until I got an air talisman. So I can still do the quest. It's just going to be a little bit more difficult. So actually, while I'm thinking about it, let's go get rune mysteries started. We might get 2 quests done today if we're lucky. Do goblins drop air runes? Let me double check that. Reopen last closed. Or, sorry, air talisman. Air talisman 1 in 128. This is on drop table 1. Okay. Just on drop table 1. So if we happen to be fighting a goblin on drop table 1, we got a 1 in 128 chance of getting that air talisman. So that would be pretty hype. Whoa. Talk to Duke Horatio. Greetings, welcome to my castle. Have ye any quests for me? Well, I wouldn't describe it as a quest, but there is something I could use some help with. What's it? We were recently sorting through some of the things stored down in the cellar, and we found this old talisman. The Duke shows you a talisman. The Order of Wizards over at the Wizard's Tower have been on the hunt for magical artifacts recently. I wonder if this might just be the kind of thing they are after. Would you be willing to take it to them for me? Yeah, sure. Sure, no problem. Thank you very much. You'll find the Wizard's Tower southwest of here, across the bridge from Draenor Village. When you arrive, look for Cedrador. He is the Archmage of the Wizards there. The Duke hands you a talisman. Alright, this is beer money. So, this talisman that we got from the Duke is not a quest reward. It would be considered, in my opinion, a quest byproduct. So in the course of doing the quest, we incidentally got this, but this was not one of the rewards one of the rewards for having completed the quest. Actually, real quick, we're going to examine it, see if we probably won't get any gold for this. But either way, we're still going to go sell it. Trade shopkeep. We're going to sell. I did not see if that changed. Sorry, 208, 236. Nice. 294. Nice. We're getting a good deal of beer money here. Alright, so now we're chasing a 1 in 128 chance. So we're an alcoholic and we can't help ourselves. What do we get? What do we get? What do we get? Oh, energy potion. Nice. Energy potion is good beer money. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, and actually, is that worth money? Ooh, it is. We're going to hold on to that and sell. If you guys got any song requests, let me know. I'm willing to do song requests for at least a little bit here. Let's kill him. Yeah, actually, in fact, sorry, on the subject of the training bow again, when we left Tutorial Island, everything that we had on us, we immediately went and sold for beer money. And then we bought like an entire inventory of beer, if I'm remembering right. Ooh, a clue scroll. No, we can't. Yeah, because X marks the spot requires a spade, if I remember right. Excuse me. So, clue scrolls. Clue scroll, actually. Yeah. Clue scrolls are a distraction and diversion, right? Because there was a whole big thing back when we were talking about like stackable clue scrolls and all that stuff. It was emphasized by Jagex that that these are meant to be a distraction and diversion. You're not supposed to be gaming this hard. The fact that it has such high-end rewards available behind it is kind of an anomaly within the thing. So that's kind of part of why they were willing to do weird stuff with it. Anyway, this is a distraction and diversion. So if we can complete this, the rewards from it are ours to keep. We can actually utilize those however we see fit. However, many clue scrolls require the use of a spade. And as far as I can tell, there is no way for us to get a spade in free-to-play that fits our restrictions. Or that fits into our exemptions. So we're gonna check this out. Chocolatey Tramp. We can talk to people. That's a thing we can do. So we might go try this. Now if we get into members, then we can go fight animated spades, and then they will drop a spade, and that's the only source of spade that I have found that fits into our restrictions as a combat reward. Body room, bone. Come on, any weapon at all. I'm begging you. Wings. Okay, we're gonna kill just a couple more, then we're gonna go see how far we can take this clue scroll, and then we'll get on with Miss Lynn mysteries. Maybe like 10, maybe 11 more minutes of goblins, I'm thinking, before we move on. Unless you guys are getting bored. If you guys want me to move on, I will. The energy potion, nice. That lets us upcycle. Use. There. Nice. problems. That's okay. This still... Yeah, we can still read the signpost. Nice. Uh-oh. Ooh, one of them already at 4. Nice. Okay. You know what, actually, I'm kind of getting tired of fighting the goblins. I might move on as soon as we finish this inventory. Let's see. Go with flute salad. Oh. Energy potion. Bonnet. Here we go. This is my favorite song, by the way. There's another streamer that I watch. His name is Dale Man. And excuse me, sorry. And every day I will hop onto his stream and request, can you play Flute Salad? Already? Yeah, I am. So off screen, I am happy to do mindless tasks for hours and hours and hours. I mean, I am playing an Ultimate Iron Man. Oops, I clicked away. I am playing an Ultimate Iron Man prayer maxing, and right now my big grind is I go south of the conch, do large fish or large salvaging until I have an inventory of teak logs, and then I head all the way back north to the Pandemonium, teleport to Varrock, turn those logs into planks, teleport to my house, use them up in like 5 seconds, and then teleport to the Pandemonium and sell south again. And I've been doing that for hours and hours and hours off stream. On stream, I do feel this onus to be entertaining. So for me, it's yeah. I think, oops. Drop that, grab the bones, please. We got one more inventory spot to fill, and then we're gonna head north. Oh, so last night, I'm really proud of myself. At 2 a.m., so my rule is that at 2 a.m. I have to wrap up whatever I'm doing and start getting ready for bed. And I'm proud of myself that I had wrapped up stream as soon as 2 a.m. hit, I started wrapping up stream. We got it done by like, I want to say 2:15, maybe 2:30 a.m. And then I went, got a snack, ate the snack, watched a little YouTube, and then realized, wait a minute, I'm getting sucked into these YouTube shorts again. I gotta stop this. So I turned my phone off and I went to bed. And it took me like an hour to fall asleep. But still, I caught myself scrolling. And actually, sorry, we're gonna grip up the bones first. Take the energy potion, please. Thank you. Yeah, so I'm real proud of myself for that. And then today I ended up sleeping in till like 2:30. So I slept a ton. I really, really struggled to wake up and then stay up and then actually get up out of bed. Yeah, so it was a rough day today, but I'm proud of myself for last night. So overall, I don't know, I'm happy with me. I'm making good progress. I'm becoming a better human being. Ooh, over 500 beer money, finally. Okay, we're gonna head a little bit south here, back to refill our mugs of beer. Hey, thank you. I really appreciate the encouragement. It means so much to me. Okay, actually, for refilling the beers, I'm gonna cheat and I'm gonna look at my actual game client for this, because it's, for most most of the time, I can tolerate the delay. But for like trying to do quick actions like that, it's just, it's so rough on me mentally to go back and forth on that with the delay, I mean. Ooh, HP level, let's go. That's really gonna help us out with Missile and Mystery. Burnt meat. I guess with burnt meat we could go do Witch's Potion. Let's hold on to that for now. Well, actually, I guess let's go do Witch's Potion instead. I just realized I am not walking towards Varrock. I'm walking towards Draenor. Excuse me. I don't remember off the top of my head what we need for it, but I do remember that it's one of the ones I marked as theoretically possible. So I guess really there are some really big grinds that are going to be coming up in the future, especially once we get through the quests or we get to the harder quests of the limited ones that we can do. And then especially when we want to do what's it called? Obor, Browfida, and even Brutus, I think. We're probably going to need to grind out some levels before we can get into that. I'm happy to have gotten out of bed before 11 a.m. I already fall easily back asleep in the mornings, but my cat keeping me hostage has upped the difficulty of getting up. Yeah, I definitely feel that. My wife has a cat. And so, like, the cat doesn't really bother me, except for when she goes to bed, then the cat will come out and be like, hey, my human's asleep. Let's hang out. And she will slowly try to sneak onto my lap, and I always have to be like, nope, I'm not allowed to be your favorite. You can't sit on my lap. You have to go away. And sometimes I give up, and I'm like, Sophie, if I don't want to share my wife's name on stream right now, but if my wife comes in and sees you hanging out, then she's gonna be so upset at you. And you know, the cat is not allowed on my lap. Anyway, what am I thinking? Right. Witch's Potion. Whoa. Okay, Hetty, what do you got?
Yes, what would you want with an old woman like me?
I'm in search
of your quest. Maybe I can think of something for you. Would you like to become more proficient in the dark arts? Yes, help me become one with me dark side. Okay, I'm going to make a potion to help bring out your darker self. You will need certain ingredients. What I need? You need an eye of newt, a rat's tail, an onion, and a piece of burnt meat. Oh, go and get them.
Okay, simple enough. We can get the rat's tail right over here. Kill one of these rats. I believe we can actually kill any rat to get the rat's tail. There we go. She did say an onion and an eye of newt. Let me double check here. Yeah, an onion and an eye of newt. I believe I could get both of those things from imps. Yeah, so once again, the linchpin of this whole entire account. Imps. So we're going to keep our eye out for both of those things as we're running around and hopefully get something from an imp. And, oh, right. There was another thing we were killing the goblins for. I completely forgot. We also wanted the air talisman. I can be a little bit dumb sometimes. especially late at night like this when I'm getting tired. Or I guess when my brain is getting tired, more specifically. Okay, no luck there. We want to go do this clue scroll, actually. So we'll take convenient opportunities to attack imps and goblins as we go around. We're going to go see if Charlie has anything for us that we can actually do something about. Which I'm seriously doubting. I mean, once he offers something, then I'll look it up. I don't wanna audit everything that Charlie offers. Maybe I'll do that off stream, and then we can determine whether or not these beginner level clue scrolls are at all worth pursuing. Oh, that's an imp. Death to imp. Bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum 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 dum. Dun 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 dun. Ooh, and bronze bolts. Let's go. Oh, I know that if I don't let the Sea Shanty 2 at least start, I'm gonna have people upset. We'll go back to zones. Ooh, we got a fire-making trainer up here. And I think actually we're gonna go north. No, yeah, definitely. This is gonna be the way to go. Yeah, because I was thinking if we come into our map... Oh, Gret's right. Oh, shoot. What do I want? I want to do a menu entry swapper. No? Reordering, that's what we want. Turn that on. Now we can come in here and we can reorder this so that the full screen's the first one. Which should be default if I'm on fixed classic mode or resizable classic mode. Either way, it should always default to this. Mine is a I will be sleeping on your face, neck, lap, chest, under the blankets, and you may not refuse type. Maybe I'm just bad at saying no to her. I mean, it's the same difference either way, right? The end result is the same, is the cat's gonna hang out with you. Now, my wife's cat does prefer to hang out with my wife. So she only ever comes and hangs out with me when my wife's in bed or at work or something, right? And then, because the cat never gets to hang out with me, she's extra cuddly, and my wife hates that. So I have to make sure that the cat does not hang out too much. Alright, Charlie's the tramp. Go ahead and crush my dreams. I want to say that there's no free-to-play way to get an uncooked fish. From like combat or something like that, right? Can we do No, we can't do temperas free-to-play. Right? Because if we come back over to our map, we can see this boat will take you down into the ruins of Unka. But the ruins of Unka is in a members area, so I don't think we can do that. Oh, convenient goblin. Let's go kill him. This one is a level 5 goblin, so this might be drop table 2. Yawn. That you goblin. You goblin. Gobble on my foot. I don't know. I'm not very good at shit talking. Empress is not free to play. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Ooh, okay. Strength level. Combat level, nice. Energy potion, okay. What did we just unlock? Nothing that we can do. Oh, actually, we can't do Gertrude's cat either because we have to bribe the kids to tell us where the cat went. Which, it's members, but when we eventually get to members content, we will never be able to have a cat. That's kind of sad. Charlie the Tramp, gotta stay on task here. Cool. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Huh? Yeah. Leather chaps. We can't make those. Leather has to be tanned at a tanner, or or use the lunar spell to tan it. But I believe both of those actions require GP, which means that would be using beer money for not beer, or alcohol or kebabs. So we can't make it. We'd have to source it ourselves. Normal leather chaps. What? Does anything drop that? Let's see. OSRS leather chaps. We're gonna go to item sources. Adventurer John for the getting started ranged, or a reward casket from the beginners. Otherwise we have shop locations. So we can't complete this. Yeah, there's no way for us to complete this step. Yeah, nothing to kill. No minigame. I mean, the only thing we could get it from is a distraction and diversion, which is the reward casket for beginner, which is what tier this is. So yeah, we're gonna drop it. We're gonna move on. And actually, we're gonna head north a little bit so that we can sell off this energy potion. And actually, let's head north so we can go back to our training spot. Or not training spot, sorry, imp grinding spot. Now, last stream I found that being within the northern part of the castle, or the castle walls, and the GE seemed to be the better place to find imps. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up north through the castle to exit out the northeastern end, and then bank my way back into the GE, and we're just going to see what we see for imps there. What? Oh, he's just alchemizing. He's not chopping the tree. Okay, I'm seeing things. See, I don't see any imps over here. Please, where are you going? Nope, that's a Black Knight. Yeah, Black Knight. Looks, photorealistic knight, maybe. Oh, there's an imp. Death to imp. Give me your onion. Give me your whatever the other thing I needed was. Aw, man. Where's he go? Oh, over here. Saying they're teleporting away. We might be better off. We already got a burnt meat. Sorry. We might be better off going for the goblin, going back to the goblin grind. I'm feeling inclined to do that. Because if we can get a weapon off the goblins, right? We already need to grind out goblins in order to get a air talisman. And then if we can get a weapon along the way, that will help us deal more damage and maybe start one-shotting these imps. I'm a little bit all over the place. You know what? Yeah, actually, this is a bit on brand. It's an alcohol locked account. My character is, he's confused. And had a proper drink all day. Here, goblins. Okay, and actually, while that fight's happening, I'm gonna see if there isn't a better place for us to get an air talisman. Air talisman, old school RuneScape. There we go. Hello, not products, sources. Elaborate lockbox, reward guardian. Drop table 1 from goblins. Oh, and actually, according to this, it's saying only level 2s? What level am I fighting right now? Level 5, I think. Yeah, it's a level 5. Level 5. So we need to head back to Lumbridge to fight the level 2s. Actually, the Air Wizard. Oh! South of Falador. 1 in 20 chance. Air Wizard, level 13 combat. I just hit 12 combat, right? Yeah. I might be able to handle the Air Wizard. Yeah, after we kill this goblin, we're gonna head down there and see how we can do against the Air Wizard. That might be the way to go. Ooh, bronze axe? Okay, from combat? That could be big. We now have access to woodcutting. And if we can resource a tinderbox, then we can also do fire making. Excuse me. Although, as free to play, I don't think I need to care about woodcutting like at all. Or maybe for like some of the quests on a normal free to play account, but we're alcohol locked. I'm pretty sure none of the 13 quests that I can actually do have, I think, any stat requirements. I don't know, we'll hold on to it for now. If we need the inventory space, we'll drop it. Yep, here we go. Here's a bot. They only ate John MC. Free to play bot, killing imps. I mean, the likelihood of it being an actual player is really low. It is unfortunate that this is a multi-combat area as well. So he could totally decide to come over and grief me. Please don't. Please be respectable. Thank you. Might actually be a real player. Ball of wool. Actually, wait. Ball of wool. We can do sheep shear. Right? We don't actually have to use the wool that we shear off the sheeps. Sheep shear. Ooh, yeah, this would be big. I assumed that we couldn't do it because we had to shear the sheep. Yeah. That's more quest points. For now, we're going to focus in on this Air Wizard and see how we do fighting him. Ooh, okay. our settings, and actually I'm going to mess with these settings. Yeah, left click when available. There we go. We're not doing well. I think I do want to remove that shield. That might not be helping us. Fire wizard coming over here, trying to cause beef. Actually, you know what? I think I can move the air wizard. Yeah, there we go. What are you doing? Fire wizard? Yeah, you walk away. Okay, so this fight is not going well, but if I go to Draenor, excuse me, if I go to Draenor and buy some wines, I think I can handedly kill him. I might be using the word handedly wrong. Alright, I think we're up to theoretically 14 possible quests for us to do. Now, by the end of this account... Okay, I'm running away. No, we did it! We did it! Oh, thank God. Air runes. And what are these? Ashes. Drop our ashes. Scatter those. Ooh, prayer level 14. Let's go. I'm gonna go ahead and drop all of those. We're gonna hold on to that. And we're gonna go buy some wine. So 1 in 20, and the way that probabilities work, we should be expecting to go 3 times drop rate, right? Because if you go up 2 drop rate, what is it? What's my likelihood of getting it at drop rate, or by the time I get to drop rate? I want to say is around like 60 something percent, like 56, maybe 60%. But to get, if I go 3x drop rate, to get it by the time I reach 3x drop rate is like a 97% chance, generally, regardless of whatever drop rate is. Fortunato with your invisible clothes. Sell me 5 wines, please. Thank you. Excuse me. Take a bite of my chicken. Found some chicken strips in the back of my freezer. And the chicken is like good. Oh, there's an imp. Excuse me. The chicken is good, but the breading on the chicken is pretty bad. Like, none of it's adhering at all. It just kind of falls off and gets all, what is it? Soggy, that's the word. Gets all soggy. So basically what I did, or I guess what I'm doing, is I'm kind of just gently scraping off what of the breading will just come off easily, and whatever's actually like adhered to the chicken gets to stay on. And I got some A1 steak sauce to kind of mask the mushiness a bit, so now it's like, oh, I've got a sauce on it. It's not mushy, it's wet from the sauce. And so I'm scarfing these down. This is the last of what was in the bag, and I'm not buying those chicken strips ever again. I don't even know where we got them, but if I see them, I'm not getting them. Actually, we might get them again, because I'm realizing that I don't remember what the bag looked like. I believe in us. What prayer options do we have? That's outside of our level. What was our max health? 15? So we want to heal at 4. I think I've seen him hit as high as a 3. Now that I'm paying attention, I'm just seeing a bunch of 1s. Sorry if I'm not talking a whole lot this stream. Sounds awful. It is kind of awful. But I paid money for it, so I'm gonna, I'm gonna eat what I can, and then toss the rest. But I'm not talking a lot this stream because I'm feeling a bit coughy, and so I'm trying to suppress the cough, right? So like mentally not let the tickliness in my throat be triggering. And so that's it makes it harder to talk and not cough at the same time. So sometimes I feel a cough welling up and I gotta be quiet for a minute or just go ahead and cough. And so it's just finding a balance with that is a little tough. On air wizard. Give me your talisman. I'm an UIM. Spoon me, please. Oh, that's 4. Alright, 3 wines. Oh, more egg runes, okay. 3 wines to kill 1 air wizard. Although we did get some pretty bad rolls there. We hit a lot of 0s. Waiting on that respawn. There he is. Death again, no wizard! Excuse me. So what do you all have for dinner? I'm having chicken strips, as I've described. Once I'm done with these, after stream, I'm probably going to cook up a little bit more. I have these carbonara flavored buldak noodle gyoza pot sticker type things. I got them at Costco, and I'm liking them. I really like the carbonara flavored buldak noodles. And so these are like just those packed into a gyoza shell, and then I get to cook them to whatever doneness I like. And yeah, it's like bite-sized carbonara noodles. I don't gotta make an entire bowl. So I've been enjoying that. Getting close. 5, 4, back up to 15. We do have auto trate on. That's good. Good for now. Cheesy omelet for breakfast here. It's like 11:30 a.m. Oh, okay. You're over on the different hemisphere than me. The omelets are okay. I don't like eggs personally. If I'm having eggs, I always make them scrambled, and then I put a bunch of hot sauce on them so I can't taste the eggs. One HP left. Finish him off. Beer Haver, I believe in you. Come on. Oh my god, so many 0s. There it is. Talisman? Aw, oh, man. Oh, just air runes. I'm gonna head back and see how much How much has Fortunato restocked his wine? Oh yeah, egg ick. I don't know if I would describe mine as like a ick. I just don't like them. Like, I don't hate them or anything. I won't turn my nose up at them. But like, I just don't enjoy eating them. And I do enjoy hot sauce. And so being able to not taste them and taste the hot sauce is better for me. None restocked. All right, we are gonna be world hopping. Let's actually go to settings real quick, and we're going to adjust this for this account. There we go. Trade free to play. That should be fine for us. Hello. Oh, I was a little slow. That's okay. Trade. I'm gonna buy 5. And actually, I am going to rearrange Fortunato so I can left-click trade him. Right. Down, pull that down. I'm still upset that, oops, don't click. Chickens don't ever drop eggs. So chickens are not a source of eggs for the alcohol locked Ultimate Iron Man. We have to kill imps for eggs. Air? Hello? There he is. Air Wizard. Death to Air Wizard. There we go. Yeah, that feels better. Ooh, strength level, let's go. That might be a new max hit for us. Oh, we're down to 4. That was a bit close. Oh, right. My music up a little. There we go. Barely hear it. If the music is too loud on stream, let me know. I can turn it back down. I just felt like in my ears it sounded a bit quiet. Hello everyone and welcome. This is an alcohol-locked Ultimate Iron Man, meaning that in addition to being an Iron Man, just taking from the oops, it's also prohibited. I'm horrible at remembering the rules. Yes, it would also be prohibited from collecting from the coops, as those don't fit any of our 4 exceptions. That would be considered labor. The results of labor are, of course, beer money. In the original rule set, the way that I've redone it as the 2 rules and 4 exceptions, I feel is way more succinct. Oh, we're getting close to needing to eat our next wine here. There we go. So I'll read it again for anyone coming in late or coming in just now. Rule 1, there are 2 rules. Rule 1 is that we may only consume alcohol and kebabs. Kebabs are permitted because the drunken dwarf gives us kebabs, and it would be very, very rude for us to drop the kebab on the ground and drink the free beer. So we eat it out of politeness. The second rule is that everything... there we go. The second rule is that everything is beer money. There are 4 exceptions to the second rule in that we make sure our account isn't entirely bricked. If we didn't have these exceptions, we wouldn't be able to play at all. And I feel like they're reasonable exceptions from the point of view of an alcoholic. Oh. Nope, air runes. Not very good for us. Where... oh, right, we gotta wait for the respawn now. So, these 4 exceptions are, first of all, quest rewards. We do quest rewards. Quest rewards are ours to keep. Secondly, combat rewards are ours to keep. Thirdly, minigame rewards are ours to keep. And finally, distractions and diversion rewards, or random events, are ours to keep. So I think that about covers it. And it looks like just as I had finished my explanation, our view count dropped back down. So I may have scared people away with that. I'm sorry. If you're still here, I appreciate it a lot. Alright, it looks like we're still max hitting a 3, so we did not get a max hit off of that strength level. Is this turned on? Ooh, there we go. That's much better. In here a moment, I'm going to adjust this to how I prefer it. HP. Come on, come on. I mean, I'm happy to not be taking damage, but... There we go. Boom. Now, there could be an argument for the coops, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. The same argument that I'm going to make for the Phoenix crossbows. Didn't fully grasp how restricted you actually are at first. Yeah, neither did I. I was thinking my original goal was to do Dragon Slayer as an alcohol locked account. I can't do Dragon Slayer because I have to go to Karamja. Actually, even before that, I can't do that because I have to spend 1,000 gold to buy the ship as part of the quest. So, Dragon Slayer's off the table, and therefore Dragon Slayer 2 is off the table. And yeah, that's kind of big. That's really gonna hurt later on in the account. Anyway. On one away. Friggin'. There we go. I guess we were 2 away. Air Talisman, let's go. We got it. Finally, we're done here. So, because we killed a wizard for this Air Talisman, we can finally now use it however we see fit. It doesn't have to be beer money. We can go turn it in to Cedrador for the quest. Oh, right. So the argument for the chicken coops. If I had to fight a chicken in order to use the coops, like if I used the coop and it spawned a chicken that I had to fight and kill, and then it would give me an egg from the coop, then we would have an argument there. Because with the Phoenix crossbow, I have to kill a guard, or I have to go interact with the crossbow, which causes the guard to attack me, and then I have to kill the guard in order to access it. Additionally, Bryophyta and Obor both have chests that you pull their loot out of. So you kill them, they drop stuff on the ground, and then they also have a chance of dropping a key for additional rewards. I'm arguing that those reward chests are a combat reward. They fall under combat rewards. Also, in raids, you kill all these bosses and do all these puzzles and everything to get to the end to open a reward chest. I'm arguing that raid rewards are the same thing as combat rewards. So, if we can't get the Phoenix crossbow because we pull it out of a chest, we have to then also restrict ourselves from getting any of the chest rewards from Obor or Bryophyta, and we have to restrict ourselves from getting any rewards from raids. So, that is, I think, still a valid discussion point, which is another reason why I'm not doing Shield of Arav until the end, until Final Quest. So if anyone, whether you're watching the VOD after the fact or not, let me know in the comments. I read all of the comments. I try to respond to all of them, but I'm not super consistent about that. I'm sorry, but I do read everything. So if you think I'm a bitch, or if you think it scuffs the count if I take the Phoenix crossbow, let me know. If you think it's okay on the front that raids allows it, then let me know. If you think that, I shouldn't even be allowed to get rewards from raids because that's from a chest and not a direct drop of the boss, and I can accept that too. Oh, so I get really pissed off and aggressive when I drink kind of drunk. I guess. Granted, yeah, I mean, the only time that our guy is drinking is around combat. However, we're not drinking and then going into combat. It's more like we're getting into fights, getting hurt, and be like, oh my god, I need to get a drink. Right, so maybe we're more of like the get really pissed off and aggressive and then drink type of drunk. I only drink when I'm angry. You want to go out and get a beer, you gotta make me angry first. I can't drink when I'm happy. Welcome, adventurer, to the world-renowned Wizard's Tower, home of the Order of the Wizards. We are the oldest and most prestigious group of wizards around. Now, how may I help you? Are you Cedrador? Cedrador, what is it you want with him? Duke Lumbridge sent me to find him. I have this talisman he found. I said, Cedrador is very interested in it. Ah, did he now? Well, hand it over then, and we'll see what all the hubbub is about. Hey, here's your... You hand the talisman to Cedrador. It doesn't seem to be anything too special. Just a normal air talisman, by the looks of things. Still, looks can be deceiving. Let me take a closer look. Cedrador murmurs some incantation, and the talisman glows slightly. How interesting! It would appear I spoke too soon. There's more to this talisman than meets the eye. In fact, it may well be the last piece of the puzzle. Puzzle? Indeed. The lost legacy of the first tower. This talisman may in fact be key to finding the forgotten Essence Mine. First tower? Forgotten Essence Mine? Where are you... Ah, my apologies, adventurer. Allow me to fill you in. Actually, I'm not interested. Oh. Well, I guess the short of it is that the talisman could be key to helping us rediscover an important teleportation incantation. Which is, we'll be able to access a hidden essence mine, our lost source of rune essence. It is critical that I share this discovery with my associate, Aubrey, as soon as possible. He's not much of a wizard, but he's an expert on rune crafting, and his insight will be essential. Would you be willing to visit him for me? I would go myself, but I wish to study this talisman some more. Yeah! He runs a rune shop in the southeast of Varrock. Please take this package of research notes to him. If all goes well, the secrets of the Essence Mine may soon be ours once more. Best of luck, Beer Haver. I don't remember you telling you my name. How did you know it? Really now, it shouldn't be that difficult, the way you speak. Okay, so this is another good point to bring up. The research package. This is a quest item. There's absolutely no way for me to turn this into beer money. I feel like this is maybe more of like a hidden exemption. So this exists purely for the purposes of the quest. The air talisman, however, is an actual like legitimate item. So maybe we need to add a fifth exception in there. This is one that I'm not willing to negotiate on. If you think this scuffs the account, too bad. Why don't you make an alcohol-locked Ultimate Iron Man and add that in? I'm saying that these research package, this is a quest item. This is not subject to the second rule. As an alcoholic, we can reason there's two possible reasonings we can have around these research package. We could reason that it's a bunch of writings and is therefore not really valuable to anyone, especially not us. Fine, we'll deliver it. Who cares? We're not going to get tempted to sell a bunch of papers with words on them. So we could go the idiot drunk route. The other route, you know, if we're more intelligent to recognize, hey, these are research notes to the right people, this could be valuable. However, we've received them from a very powerful wizard, which has seemed to give us the impression he can read our minds. So, as an intelligent drunk, we would not want to fuck with this guy, and we would diligently deliver these notes or refuse to take them. So either way, like, lore-wise, I can resolve this. I'm still okay with it. Yeah, I feel like that's enough justifying on this front. We're just going to continue on with this. Dun, 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 dun. Now, if Cedrador gave us... What is this? That wasn't very nice to say. It's just a bunch of people hanging out, trying to advertise for their clan. I'm already in a clan, so I won't be joining. But we ought to try to be nice to people. Okay. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna spam chat a little. Oh, it's got spam filter? Okay, whatever. We're gonna go to game chat for a bit. It's not gonna let me spam chat. Uh-oh. Mugged by a mugger. Out of here.
Do you want to buy some runes? I've been sent here with a package for you.
A package? From who?
From Cedrador the Wizard's Tower.
From Cedrador?
Oh, but surely he can't have. Oh, please let me have it. I must be extremely important for him to have sent a stranger.
You hand the package to Aubrey.
Now let's take a look.
Aubrey goes through the package of research notes.
This is incredible. My gratitude to you, adventurer, for bringing me these research notes. Thanks to you, I think we finally have it. You mean incantation? Well, when we combine my own research with this latest discovery, I think we might just... No, I'm getting ahead myself. The signs are promising, but let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. Here, take these notes back to Cedrador. They should hopefully give him everything he needs. Before you leave, why not have a cup of tea?
No thank you. There's no alcohol in a cup of tea.
No thank you.
Oh, actually, I'm also realizing we can't do mahogany homes. Because whenever we finish a contract, they make me drink a cup of tea. And that would be breaking our rules. We can't drink tea. Oh, someone's going to come in here and he's going to get the guy back on me. So we're going to reclose it real quick, and then we're going to try to teleport home before someone disrupts this. Hello. It's me, in the wizard hat. Oh no! He moved! Oh no! I've gone missing. Okay, sorry. Being silly. Once again, we're going to examine this just to be sure. Yep. No value whatsoever. Will it let us read it? No, we can not read it. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. All of these songs burned in my brain. Actually, should I reduce my render distance? Let's see. All settings. Render distance. Oh, it's already minimized. Never mind. I was just thinking like, you know, I'm a drunk, right? So I don't have, in a way, my foresight is limited by my addiction, right? And so therefore, maybe I should reduce my render distance. I already thought of that apparently and minimized it anyway. Beer Habit, how goes your quest? Have you delivered my research to Aubrey yet?
Yes, he gave me some notes to give to you.
Wonderful. Let's have a look then. You hand the notes to Cedrador.
All right.
Let's see what Aubrey has for us.
Yes, this is it. The Lost Incantation. So you'll be able to access the Essence Mine now?
That's right. Because of you, our final family, because of you, our order finally has a proper source of rune essence again. Ah, thank you, friend. If you ever want to access the Essence Mine yourself, just let me know. It's the least I can do. I'll also share the incantation with others, including Aubrey. When I do, I'll let them know that you are to be given unlimited access to the mine. Oh, and you can have the air talisman back as well. I have no further need of it, and I'm sure you will find it useful. In case you didn't know, the talisman can be used to craft air runes. Just take it to the air altar, south of Falador, along with some rune essence. Don't worry if you can't find the altar. The talisman can guide you there. You may find talismans for others, altars as well, while adventuring. They'll let you craft other types of rune.
Great, thanks.
My pleasure. 1 quest point, an air talisman. There we go. It's listed. It's listed in my quest rewards. I therefore have access to it. It's mine. It doesn't have to be beer money. Although I am going to immediately go and turn it into beer money. Because we do not have a exemption or exempted source of essence. Rune essence. Now, a quest reward of this is that we get Rune Essence Mine access, which gives us access to the mine. We still have to mine the Rune Essence, and mining is not an exempted activity. Therefore, any Rune Essence we mine has to be beer money. We have to instead then go find, if we don't want to do rune crafting for real, we would have to find, we'd have to find a quest, potentially, that gives Rune Essence. That would be one-off. So not really reasonable. Maybe a minigame giving Rune Essence. I think Guardians of the Rift might be able to do that. So we could get them there. We could fight monsters that drop Rune Essences. And then there's even distractions and diversions that will give Rune Essences, I believe. So those are what we'd have to do to actually do rune crafting. Yeah, so that settles that. And actually, how much is this worth? Not much. We are actually just going to go ahead and drop it instead. Let's head north and get sheep shearer started. Excuse me. We're going to start sheep shearer just to make sure we can actually give him the ball of wool. And I'm pretty sure we don't need all 20 at once. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum. Bum 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 bum. Bum bum bum. Oh right, it was Doric's quest, the one I was thinking of. But there was some quest. Sorry, share my thought out loud to catch you up with me. I was thinking about there's some quest that we could, of the 13, now 14 actually, quests that we could actually do on this account. One of them was Doric's quest, because we can kill imps for clay, and we can kill dwarves for, I think it was iron and copper ore, or tin and copper ore. Anyway, the ores that we needed. So we could do Doric's quest by killing those mobs. However, we need to turn all those in at once, so I'm not confident if I have to turn all these in at once or not.
How? What are you doing on my land? You're the only one who keeps leaving all my... Or, no, you're not the one who keeps leaving all my gates open and letting out all my sheep, are you? I'm looking for a quest. You're after a quest, you say? Actually, I could do with a bit of help. My sheep are getting mighty woolly. I'd be much obliged if you could shear 'em, and while you're at it, we'll spin the wool for me too. Well, yes, that's it. Bring me 20 balls of wool, and I'm sure I could sort out some sort of payment. Of course, well, that's a small matter of the thing. What do you mean, thing? Well, now, no one has ever seen the thing. Well, that's why we call it the thing, because we don't know what it is. Oh, some say it's a black-hearted shapeshifter, hungering for the souls of working decent folk like me, while others say it's just a sheep. Well, I don't have all day to stand around gossip. Are you gonna shear my sheep or what? Yes, okay, I can do that. Good. Sorry, I'm shifting into another voice. Howdy. Well, good. Now, one more thing. Do you actually know how to shear a sheep? I don't know, actually. Well, first things first. You need a pair of shears. I've got some here you can use. Fred gives you a set of sharp shears. These are not... We received this as a byproduct of the quest. It is not a combat, it's not a combat reward, it's not a quest reward, it's not a minigame reward, it's not a distraction diversion reward. I'm sorry if this is sounding repetitive, if it gets annoying that I keep reiterating those 4 things, let me know. This is also not a quest item. I can go buy these and sell these, so they're not exempt in that way either. We are actually not going to do that. Sounds easy. Well, that's what they all say. Well, some of the sheep don't like it too much. Persistence is the key. Well, once you've collected some wool, you can spin it into balls. Do you know how to spin wool? I don't know how to spin wool, sorry. Oh, don't worry, it's quite simple. The nearest spinning wheel can be found on the first floor of Lumbridge Castle. To get to the Lumbridge Castle, just follow the road east. This icon denotes a spinning wheel on the world map. Thank you. Yeah, we're not going to do any of that. We're actually going to go sell our shears, and we're going to give him balls of wool that we got from killing imps. I need to talk to you about shearing these sheep. Oh, good. Well, how are you doing getting those balls of wool? I have some. Well, give them here then. You give Fred 2 balls of wool. Oh, I already had one from earlier. Nice. Okay. That's all I've got so far. Well, I need 18 more before I can pay you. Okay, I'll work on it. So if we were to shear any of the sheeps, that would be beer money, and therefore we could not turn those in for the quest. Even though I believe this quest gives me gold, I can't turn them in for the eventual promise of gold. That's too far of thinking ahead for an alcoholic as severe as our account. Oh, this is an imp. We're gonna take the time to get this imp killed. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Hello, welcome. We are playing old school RuneScape. This is my alcohol-locked Ultimate Iron Man account. If you'd like to hear the rules and restrictions and exemptions for this, let me know. I'm happy to share them. If you're just here to lurk, then don't worry, no pressure. I appreciate you as well. Fiendish Ashes, we don't care about grain. Bum, bum, bum. Bum. Okay, we're gonna sell the shears for some beer money, then we're gonna move on. Right, witch's potion. Lets me refresh what I needed. An onion and an Eye of Newt. Both of those I can get from imps. So what should we do? We're definitely not strong enough for Vampire Slayer yet. We're saving Shield of Arav for later because we still have some discussion that we need to work out around whether or not we're actually allowed to do that quest. Chip Share is kill imps.
We could do Mistland Mystery. I don't know we have the health for it. I think let's do Mistland Mystery. We're definitely not ready for Ides of Milk, though. Let me double check the starting point. I believe it's... Yes, here. The place that it is. Conveniently, I didn't predict where it was until after I had clicked it and saw where it was, and then I declared that my prediction was correct. I think, actually, it's been a long time since I've done this quest. I think all the damage in this quest is avoidable. As long as I am diligent about stepping out of the way of stuff, I think I should be okay. Help! Help!
What's happened? We were invited to a house party on an island not far from here. Something felt wrong about the whole thing, but we went anyway. The house seemed pretty creepy, but everything was going fine. We were all having a good time. That's when we got attacked. I tried to save her. Huey bought me enough time to find an old boat. I went back to get him, but it was too late. I'm scared that he won't make it. You have to do something. They can't get away with this. What does you want me to do about it? That psycho's still out there. You have to bring them to justice. The boat we escaped on is just over there. You can use it to get to the island. Alright, see what I can do.
I'm sure there are people that like this quest, but hello. I personally, I feel like this is very not old school RuneScape. I believe, actually, this is, I think, the only quest among all the quests, in my opinion, that feels like it's not old school.
Key.
Okay, we're gonna go left. Take this bucket. Actually, sorry. I already have it. Good. We didn't use... Yeah, because that's gathered. That's a spawn point. That's not an exception. We already have a bucket of water, so what we're going to do is maybe use the bucket of water in the fountain? No, okay, it's not going to let me. So I have to empty my bucket of water, unfortunately. So we're going to use the bucket of water on the fountain, right? No, we don't get anything out of that. So this, we have to re-empty it, because that water is beer money. Oh, I see. Okay, we're going to have to go kill an imp and come back. Because we have to, let's search this. I think we have to use a bucket on that.
Woo! Party, bro! Whoa, that wind totally just felt like someone breathing on my neck. Whoa, not cool, bro. Erg. Like, I'm feeling woozy and stuff. Garg. I see the light. Erg. It's not my time, Glurg. Gargle erg. Glarg, help me, totally. Erg, Hergle, even. Smile. Flurg. Sid collapses to the ground in a crumpled mess. As he falls down, you spot something shiny fall out of his shirt pocket into the barrel of water. Gosh, that was horrible and so drawn out. Erg. Oh, still going. Dead this time. Who are you? Why are you doing this? Did you see that? He looks like a cartoon with my keying. Yeah, I've got to find a way into the house and stop this maniac. I wonder what's that I saw fall in your barrel. Probably the house key. We're gonna search First for what? See what's in there. Okay, I think we're okay. So we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna dump out the water, because that water would have to be beer money if we kept it, and we want to preserve our bucket that we've obtained through killing a goblin. You find a key at the bottom of the barrel. The key is, of course, a quest item and does not have to be beer money. Again, no sell or high-low alchemy value. So we can use it within the confines of the quest. Manor key? We're in. Knife. Oh, shoot. We're probably going to need a knife. And that's a spawn zone, so we can't use that knife. That would have to be beer money. Ooh. Gurgle! No! Oh my god. Again? What's up? I mean, I didn't see anything. What is this? No, I just read it. Wait, I can't. Hold on. Let me actually move my head. Isn't murder just a work of art? Beautiful, yet haunting, like the blade of a knife. As we wander through the valley of death. Let's scroll all the way down. Nope, nothing down there. Okay, so destroy note. It's telling me that I should pick up this knife. I'm not going to. Because that would have to then be used for beer money. We could not use it for... Can I leave? I can just leave freely. So I guess we're going to go back and we're going to grind out some more imps. Get us a knife. Yeah, doing quests on the alcohol locked is like doing quests on the UIM, but like 10 times more back and forth. Actually, let me pull up the wiki for this quest. Mistland Mystery. Did it not tell me that I needed a knife? Hello? Wiki? Mistland Mystery. Wiki guide. There we go. Now it's coming. Oh, it does tell me. I need a knife, a tinderbox, and a bucket. I have the bucket already. So we need a knife and a tinderbox. So we're going to be killing imps for a little bit. If I recall right, we didn't have a terrible time finding those items. So, and actually, if we come west, I believe there's some imp spawns in and behind Lumbridge Castle. So we're going to see if we can do anything there. Gosh, this is such a restrictive account. Don't drink, kids. Drink beer instead. Let's see, one of these has got to be an imp. That north one? Yeah, there it is. There's the imp. By the time we get done with this account, I'm going to know where all the free-to-play imp spawns are. Fine. Flyer. That's not worth anything to us. Okay, we're going to head northwestwardly. Actually, westwardly directly. So I believe nearing the fishing spots over in Draenor is also an imp spawn. So we're slowly making our way north. I believe... Do we care? No, we don't care about goblins now because we got the air talisman from that air wizard. Goblins are now off of our priority list. We're actually going to travel a little south to try to avoid this guy, the jail guard.
I'm hoping to run into an imp over here. Then from here, we're going to head north towards Barbarian Village. We might see an imp over that way. And then keep going north to... Actually, we're going to go into the Grand Exchange and check there. Because last stream, we had much better luck with imps in the Grand Exchange and the northern part of Barak Castle. Oh, right. These dark wizards also attack me. Incidentally, when we're a bit stronger, those dark wizards are going to be our main source for, what is it, law runes. Excuse me. So again, I know that some people are going to say, hey, south of Falador, this is the best spot for imp spawns. Not in free-to-play, because bots are usually over there griefing. It's also multi-combat, so even if I tag the imp first, the bots can still come over and tag them and deny me the loot. So I have to go elsewhere for imps. And as far as I can tell, the best place I've found for imps is... I'm up here. Right here, in this area, and out here. These are the three best areas. It's just that getting in between each area is a huge pain. That's why the bots don't use it. Because as a player, I'm actively doing this and participating in the game. And therefore, if an imp teleports to an awkward spot, or I'm walking around and I see the imp behind a wall, I can intelligently walk around and deal with it right away. As with many of these other bots, they're either sophisticated enough to do that, in which case they're much easier to detect for Jagex, or they're simpler and are going to get hung up by that stuff. So all the bots are going to be elsewhere. They're going to be south of Falador because that's easier for them to deal with. But for me, a human being, this is actually perfect for me, because now, you know, I can deal with a little tedium that puts off the bots, so that I actually can keep up with the KC. I feel like I'm starting to talk in circles. I'm also feeling like I'm getting pretty tired. We're close to the 2-hour mark, so we might wrap it up here soon. But I'm still proud of us. We discovered free-to-play imp bots is a whole new concept to me. Yeah. So, those beads will sell for anywhere from 1,000 to 2,000 a piece. They all have the same drop rate, so it's pretty random which ones are the most valuable at any given time. But yeah, so what the bots will do is they will go to popular imp spots, and why am I going this way? Fine, we're going to go around this way. I meant to go into the G, not north. I was actually thinking of taking this shortcut, but I'm free to play. I can't do that. That's agility. Sorry. So the bots will farm out imps, because that's something they can do in free to play with very little setup, and then they can amass gold easily that way. It's actually a lot less setup than doing like green dragons, which like the Venezuelans and, you know, other similar economy afflicted people will do like green dragons, because they're people doing these things, right? So they can take on a bit more of the challenge to get that higher risk reward by going into the wilderness, fighting the green dragons, and then selling those for gold, and then real world trading. However, the imp bots are very, very low risk, in that, you know, you can go through tutorial trial, or once you're out of tutorial island, your account is already ready for hunting imps. And the longer you do it, the better you're going to be at it, because you're going to be gaining strength and attack XP along the way. So, yeah. Red bead, nice. Personally, we don't care about the beads anymore. We've completed that quest, and honestly, the amulet is not worth enough for us to be inconveniencing ourselves that much. So I have once seen the imp get caught, like, over here. And right there. I'm not seeing it. We're going to come back in and head over towards the castle. And so kind of just make a loop. Halfway, I'm also keeping an eye on here, so I know where typically the non-imps are. So inside this barracks here, there's always one guard. So if I ever see 2 yellow dots inside the barracks, I'm going to go check. Unless there's no yellow dot outside, in which case I can generally assume that someone trapped the extra guard inside there for some reason.